Well, hello. Welcome to the wheelhouse. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody had a good Monday in the markets. Definitely had some movement, some momentum. We'll talk about that. We'll look at the indexes. We'll look at some crypto. Remember, if you come into the Discord, which the link is in the description, you get free trade alerts that started today. And it goes until next Sunday night for free, just so that you can, be part of it and see the trade alerts and see if you like them. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, select all, make me a comment if you like, and let's just jump into it. Lots to talk about. So this morning, I woke up and, greeted everybody, let them know about the free trade alerts, and these are the trade alerts for the day. The Fed called an emergency meeting with all the Board of Governors to take place today, October 3rd at 11:30 a.m. You should be aware that with global banking stress and currencies falling fast against the U.S. dollar, this may be a forced pivot point for JPOW to slow down on monetary policy, at least temporarily, to preserve its allies' currencies. There can be a fast and sharp jolt in the markets on days like today. Okay, that was at the open pretty much. Next, be mindful on Tesla. 256.15, then 224.75 are potential levels of support. This is the stuff that's irritating in the markets. Tesla missed against Wall Street estimates on deliveries, yet it was an all-time record for Tesla deliveries. Now, a little bit about that. So, it was an all-time high on Tesla deliveries, and they have 4 factories in different regions, and the demand is really high, and as they're shipping these vehicles to the customers, they're not able to book the numbers on their quarterly statements as delivered, because they're still in transit. The demand is high, the deliveries are record setting, and yet it sells off. So I picked up a very small amount, just even though it wasn't at support. Just, it's a great company. These are good prices. It's ridiculous that it sells off. So I grabbed 10 shares, not a lot, but if it does go down to those supports, I'll buy in some more. Energy is up. Look at EnergyU. It was up $43, and it actually, I think it ended at $54 up on the day. So the energy sector was up over 2% today. That was huge. JNUG, I've been talking about that. That's a triple leverage gold miners. That was up for, I think it's 4th day in a row. Had a really big day. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I saw a little bullish momentum on Zscaler. Home Depot, again, strong momentum. And it's actually not just momentum on the small time frames. It's made it to the daily. This is due to a good earnings cycle and Hurricane Ian, which stimulates material sales from companies like Home Depot during natural disasters. Okay, bullish. I wrote right here, look, when currencies fall, the savvy investor may consider crypto, especially at such low levels. However, if the Fed has a forced slowdown temporarily, crypto might see a sell down. It's kind of a 50-50. It really depends on the algorithms and, each individual investor. Again, with a Fed emergency meeting today, while banks are showing stress globally and currencies are falling against the dollar, the world is looking to the United States and JPOW to slow down so that their countries can catch up. If he slows down, the dollar weakens temporarily, and everything in equities and possibly crypto will shoot up. We don't know the information for a few more hours, but expect volatility. This could spark a huge rally to the upside depending on the Fed's emergency announcement. They have not announced. It's just rumor at this point, but sometimes there is a policy pause on monetary tightening in the event that it could have contagion effects throughout the financial industry. So that has happened in the past, and just taking a little breather temporarily so that some of the other foreign currencies and their financial stress isn't they're not succumbing to it. It's possible that the U.S. might pause. It's not completely likely, but there is a probability of it, okay? Then the U.S. Manufacturing data came out, and we had a slight beat, 52 versus 51.5 month over month, so market like that. I wrote, looks like Adobe found its local bottom. Good buy spot if looking to accumulate Adobe for a long hold or even a day trade. Meta bouncing nicely off support at 136.81, bullish bounce. Bullish momentum coming in on AMD, very attractive price point for a buy. 10 of 11 sectors green, consumer discretionary down mainly due to Tesla. Also big OPEC decision today, which will move the energy sector. Keep an eye on Brent crude or XLE for a general feel on the sector. I wrote this in the morning. It's not strong, but worth noting. SoFi is at its bottom support and bouncing. I caught that really early, and then later in the day, it actually jumped up like 6.5% somewhere in there. So I just caught it really early, but it ended up rallying after that alert. Let's see. Be careful with your leverage bears today, as we do not know what the Fed will say in their emergency meeting today. Have your stops on there just in case the news is good for markets and those drop. McDonald's starting a bullish pivot on the hourly, also near a daily support level. This is a company that seems to always do well in recessions. BTU, one I picked up the other day, it's up another 4.2% today, up for its 5th straight day in a row. Bitcoin moving through its 19,300 support with strength. If it holds, there's no reason it can't hit 19,650, then 20,000, then 20,000. I wrote 200, but really 20,175 if I recall. I wrote in here, look, I can't find anything I don't like about the Tesla earnings. I went back and I ranted about Tesla. The deliveries are sold, but still in transit, so they couldn't book those numbers regionally. Demand is through the roof. Plus, this was an outstanding deliveries, all-time record, actually. I'm going to add to my position. Notable mentions in the crypto: Atom, Sushi, Aave, Ethereum, Zcash, Matic, Dot, Bitcoin showing momentum. These are alerts. You get them for free. Come in the Discord. I'm on point. I'm on top of it. I have all the screens. This is what I do. I come right to your phone or however you set up the notifications. Avalanche reattempting a breakout above 1712. It needs to hold above with a 4-hour or daily candle body to confirm for the day. Okay, Google, strong momentum today. Other notables are Microsoft, Nvidia, and Apple. Apple actually fell below and just rallied right back up and just cut right through its resistance like butter, like warm butter, and it landed above it. So I wrote in here, Sony looks like it's starting to pivot off the hourly good buy area. Now, I already own Sony, and I got it a little bit higher, so I made a second alert, and I said, sorry, talked myself into it. I'm adding more Sony at this level for the hodl. Matic attempting a breakout. Matic did break out after that, and it held so far. Then UK Conservative Party came online, and it was live. I caught it. They're giving guidance for growth and debt to fall over the medium term. They're basically putting markets at ease, and my thought was, if they're putting markets at ease and then the U.S. has an emergency meeting and they maybe just kind of slow down the hawkish narrative just temporarily, you know, markets will like that. And we're going to talk about other reasons why the market's going up and thoughts about maybe how long and you know, how to play it to your advantage. So we want to establish a follow-through day. We want to take a look at the pivots, and we'll do that in a minute here. But a great day overall. Unity Software having a good day. Looks like strength is coming in on the hourly. ApeCoin building steam, could go back to $6.40. Bitcoin approaching an intraday breakout at 19,492. It did break the intraday, and it went all the way up into 19,650 area, which is another area. Asana building momentum again, up 5% on the day. Palantir looks like it's going to continue its bullish rally. I just wrote in markets are pumping crypto, bonds, and stocks all together on the same day. That's bullish. And then I wrote Bitcoin struggling with resistance zone, and then it dropped, you know, 5 minutes after I made that alert. So yeah, I mean, if you want to come in, you get the free trade alerts, and you know that gives you a little idea of how on top of it I am. Let's take a look at our indexes. So if I just back this up, you can see what we're looking at. This is the Russell, okay? So small caps. And last time I had made a video, I had said, well, Russell was the one out of the four that was actually showing strength. And I identified this dot right here and how we were kind of getting blue volume trending up. And, you know, nothing guaranteed or for sure, but it was looking better than the Dow, the SPY, and the NASDAQ. I think that was Friday when I made that video. So, you know, up again. And, you know, I drew in the lines. We came up. We got crushed. Today we came up. Look at our red line coming into price action. That's great. You know, this is good. We you know, just off the daily, it looks like potential bullish pivot. If you look here on the hourly, you can see, yes, we have a resistance zone. We'll see if we can break through that and how far it goes. But for where we're at now, looking pretty good. Momentum will breed momentum. And there's a lot of reasons for a rally to come in. Number one, we're really oversold. I was seeing that a week ago when I was saying, okay, we should probably be getting a rally about now. We're really oversold. We have the energy, you know, sector moving up on OPEC oil barrel cuts. We have possible monetary policy pause, you know, of tightening with the U.S. That's rumor still, but there was an emergency meeting set, and you know that kind of rallied the markets. You also have just such oversold levels that, you know, you're hitting these major supports on so many things that, you know, people start putting money in, and then it's the first day of the quarter for October, and they start putting money in, and then that gets the algos to sell, and then it kind of you know, reacts as like a short squeeze, and all these algos start selling all their shorts, which helps the rally as the quarter one, the first day of October in this quarter, people start putting it in. So yeah, we're due, and this thing, you know, it could, hopefully it comes up and it's something like this. We just don't know. We just got to take it day by day, but super bullish day, and you know, I like what I saw and I like what I was feeling, and I was thumbing through a lot of charts. So let's look at the Dow real quick. Okay, the Dow got a doji. We actually get to draw in a little line right here, and it's right at resistance. Let's back that up. Of the June bottom low. So right there, right at the line. Let's put it right like that. So yeah, it came right up. So we'll see if we can get above it. But a blue doji on my chart is bullish. It signifies that a change in direction. And again, the red is crashing into price action. You know, this June low is right here. Indicators, you know, are a little indecision, but slightly more bullish. So we could be pivoting. Again, I don't want to say on YouTube until we really have a follow-through day or two, because safety is, you know, a top priority, not just, you know, getting the best price. We want to establish a confirmed uptrend, at least even if it's for the short term, okay? So Dow looking good. Let's look at our SPY. I heard that 480 stocks in the SPY closed in the green today, which is Monday when I'm recording this. And we get to draw a little pivot point in there too. Again, this is crashing into price action. It looks like a nice little pivot. We're back up above our June low, and which is right here, I believe. So yeah, we're, you know, that looks good. I mean, that looks really good. So again, that's three different macro indexes, the Russell, the Dow, and the SPY, all looking good for a bullish pivot, at least started one. Now, we had a fake out last week, so I want to be a little careful. And I want you guys to be thinking in the back of your mind that this is not over. Recession, financial problems with banks, real estate, it is not over by any means. We're always going to have rallies. We're going to have them to the upside. We're going to have them to the downside. We just got to know, you know, how to be careful when we're using our leverage bears to let those stops hit, identify the pivot, and look how good it comes off support. That's how you identify it. And then apply into it, run the rally, and then have your exit strategy. You know, I'm not saying it can't go up for a long, long time. I'm just saying be prepared that, you know, 2-3 days up the road, if it decides to come back down, you know, you can take your gains, is all I'm saying. Unless it's hodl and you're just, you know, buying at these good prices, then that's a little different. Let's look at some tickers here. And first, let's start with Bitcoin. Okay, let's start with Bitcoin because it's an index as well. Okay, so on the daily, I mean, this thing has just kind of been going sideways on this line about, we'll call it 19,000, okay? We do have a blue HMA, which is good. I mean, we've had purple candle, blue, purple, purple, blue, blue, purple, blue, blue, purple, purple, blue, doji. So we ended on doji, but the candle doesn't come out for another 4 hours. It will be a bullish candle today, unless something happens in the next 4 hours, but I don't think it will. It's okay. Things are looking okay right now. Okay, let's back it up to the 4 hour. Now on the 4 hour, check this out. Bullish, 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 bullish. Let me move it in case my head's in the way. Bullish and blue HMA, bullish. This looks good on a 4 hour. To get it to a 4 hour coming off sideways action is good momentum. Hourly, you can see the momentum clear as day. Okay, you can see it coming in. Now, we've had a couple speed wobbles in the last couple hours. You can see right here, these purple candles, but we're still in ribbon above, HMA, cloud. Everything's looking good on the hourly, moving up, moving forward. Let's take a look at our 5 minute. This has been a nice trend. This is kind of how I keep an eye on it for everybody. Once I get into a trend, I hold the trend despite the oscillations. Okay, despite the oscillations, I hold in the trend for everybody on the 5 minute and keep an eye on it. And if you notice, we just got to the bottom of another oscillation here, which looks like it'll probably come up, and we're looking to make another higher high on the intraday of 19,652 is what we want to beat. On the minute, if we look at it, you know, it's kind of come down a little bit sideways, nothing to worry about. Okay, so Bitcoin looking good, okay? All right, so notable mentions on the day. I told you about the energy sector. NRGU up $58.41, 16.92%. It is a triple leverage. Oil looking great. On the daily, looking good. Let's look at our 4 hour, looking good. Hourly, looking good. So, yeah, looking great. JNUG, I mentioned a couple times. The reason is because this thing was up at $1,050. Just in the COVID crisis right here, it was $1,048, and you know it's a gold miner, triple leverage, come down. It kind of looks like it's hitting its bottom, and since I bought it, it's on its, I think it's its 4th day in a row it's gone up, and it's going up a lot. Like it went up 10% today, and it's done that several days in a row. Asana, you know, I've just been holding Asana because of this bottoming process, and you know, this is green, even though we're having our oscillations, and finally we're starting to get a little momentum. Let's look at the 1 hour, and you can see we're just building. We're building against the market that's been tough, and but it's holding in there, 7.24% on the day. Unity, I mentioned that in an alert. So Unity kind of bottoming process as well. Today, big momentum. Okay, today it was coming in. That's the hourly. Let's look at the 5 minute. Really nice momentum. This is a resistance, and you can see it's curving, so we'll have to see what happens, but made a lot of progress today. I mean, up $2.08 at 6.53% gains on the day for Monday. Atom, crypto. So this is the daily. It's been doing really good. It got rejected here, and it's come down. But when we back it up a little bit, we see that we're starting to get momentum. This is a 4 hour, okay? When you back it up to the hourly, even looking better, right? So, you know, Atom's looking pretty good. This is one that I picked up a few days back, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, BTU. I used to run it, made a lot of money on it. It's actually one of my biggest trades of the year. And probably got out over in here and just got back in over in here. And every one of these days has gone up, and it's been a monster for me. It's been a monster. Look, up 6% again today, $1.48. It's crushing. It's coal, okay? So pertains to energy, all right? So that's looking really good. Matic, yeah, Matic, I think you want to hold Matic right now because, look, that's blue, okay? It kind of rejected. Hit this pivot high, came down, established a low, tried to break out, rejected, and then this went blue. And if you look at it on the hourly, boom, we broke out and we're holding. Okay, so Matic's looking good. I think that, you know, it might take a little while, but we could be getting back up to that 93, 94 cents here. Give it a little time, and we're looking good. SoFi had a good day. I mentioned that in the in the alerts. You can see you got a blue doji right there on support. That's what I had noticed. I noticed it like right down in here, and I was like, not a lot of momentum, but we are on a support, and we are getting a blue candle, and then boom, it went after I made that alert. Again, things are oversold, so SoFi certainly has been oversold. AMD had a nice day, up 4.34%. Let's look at it on the hourly. Getting a little momentum here. If you look at it on the daily, I mean, this thing is wrecked. I mean, 74 is a major level, and we're at 66 after a 4.34 increase. So if you like AMD, which is a great company, and they have a great CEO, that's looking really good. Let's see. Adobe, I'll just show you that Adobe, what I was seeing here. So this is the hourly. And I said, it looks like Adobe might have found its bottom. So it kind of just cruised down. It had that major drop, and then it just kind of down, 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 and started changing directions. And then as of this morning, so I made that alert. That's a pivot, okay? You won't see that on the daily quite yet, but you are getting your first blue candle. And this is crashing into it. And look at the volume oscillation. I mean, Adobe's probably found a local bottom, guys. You know, it's a good buy spot. Adobe's a killer company. Let me just show you something just real quick with Adobe. Everybody knows Adobe's a sick company, but I mean, this thing was up here at 700 bucks, guys, and we're talking about 285, and we're identifying a bottoming process and a bullish pivot on the middle time frames with our first blue candle on the daily. That's like a sweet buy spot right there. And your indicators are saying it's about to go up too. FNGU, you guys know I like that. That's the one that's loaded with like Tesla, Baidu, Amazon, you know, Twitter, all those different ones. So that's good. Microsoft had a great day. Microsoft also on a support, just like Apple. You know, flirting with it, broke right through it. Let's look at Aave. Aave, you know, it's kind of following the market. You know, it's following Bitcoin. A lot of sidewaysness, but getting momentum. Sony, I liked what I saw on Sony. You know, Sony came down, and this is about the price that I bought it at, like somewhere, I think I bought it off of this one, so it's about the same price. Sony's a good price. I mean, I had paid a little bit more for it when I first got into it, which was also a good price. So I think I paid where the support is, the 71 maybe. So I got to average down a little bit. And look, it got a green triangle today. That's cool. I didn't even notice that. So I like that. Ethereum, you know, it's hovering, a lot of sidewaysness. I noticed that when Bitcoin was raging up, it was dominating, and the alts were like just, you know, not moving as fast. And then when Bitcoin started to drop at one point, Ethereum started to roll up and bring the alts with it. It was interesting. So that's something to keep an eye on. We're starting to see some decoupling. Zim, God, it's been beaten up. This was a great stock, one of my biggest winners of the year. And it just fell apart. It just, look at this, boom, total bull run, came down, and then all of a sudden in the last couple days, this thing is just changing directions on us. And you got your blue doji, your HMA, this is the daily too. Volumes oscillating properly, 3 green triangles. Go over to the hourly, see kind of what's going on. And it's like Adobe. It came all the way down, and it's changing directions. That's a nice little smooth pivot. Google had a nice, you know, uptrend as well. You could see it right there. Google's beaten down. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna need a follow through day, and we're gonna probably need 1 or 2 of them. We're never gonna be safe until we get a trend reversal on a stock or a crypto, and we're never really gonna be safe unless the indexes have a trend reversal. So. Now, Avalanche, I want to let you know that on Avalanche at the number of $17.12, there's a breakout. Okay? It has attempted it a couple times. It is on its way. It's trying to break out. Let's see. Let's back it down. It's getting close. Okay? So it looks like tried. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's having some resistance here at the 1712 number. You know, I gotta say, just a notable mention, JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs both showing a lot of strength today. I think Wells Fargo as well. Apple's crazy, man. This is such a good buy spot, this 142.13. Look at this thing, just came way down here to 136 and just in one day fought its way back up above support. NVIDIA looking really nice too. A lot of bullish momentum. You can see hours of it right there. And if you look at it on the daily, I mean, it's just, dude, it's been beaten up. These prices are insane. Blue HMA on the daily with a blue doji. And we're not quite there on the indicators. We're almost there, but this is a hell of a price down here at 125 bucks on NVIDIA. I might snap up another 50 shares of that myself. Disney, I didn't really look at Disney much today, but I'll look at it right now. Yeah, so a double bottom kind of situation. Again, oversold. Blue HMA, some momentum. I mean, it went up 3% on the day. Disney's a big company. I own Disney. I will always own Disney, especially in a bull market. I love Disney. I think it's a great stock. Solana, Dot, they're doing their thing. Oh, now Home Depot. Home Depot's looking really good. Great momentum coming in on Home Depot. Look at it on the daily, guys. Look at it on the daily. Okay. Home Depot was up here at one point at 420. It's come down like everything else. Had a rally, just like the Dow, right? It's come down, and look at this momentum since Hurricane Ian. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're talking about 266 to 283. If you bought 100 shares at 26,660, you're up a couple grand in 4 days on that thing. That thing is looking good. Nike, I know it got beaten up, and I know FedEx, Adobe, Nike, Apple, they all got beaten up, but they were all showing strength today. There you go. So all the way down in a change in direction, not confirmed, but Nike looked pretty good on the day, up 2.74%. CrowdStrike building, looking good. We talked about Bitcoin. I'll go over Amazon real quick. Amazon, again, nice bullish momentum. So the SPY, the big caps, I mean, everything looked pretty good. Now, Amazon looks like it possibly is going to go sideways or pivot. It was really a little bit of indecision, but we'll see where that goes. Coinbase, actually, you know, I noticed Coinbase was showing some strength today. Started kind of picking up some steam there. Meta bounced off its support. This is a major support. It broke out, kind of came back and forth, and today, boom, back above it. That's a buy spot, guys, on Meta, Facebook. So, yeah, I mean, lots of momentum out there. Let's just be careful. Let's ride that rally. We just got to see what happens on Tuesday when you see this, Wednesday, and, you know, if we get some momentum, momentum breeds momentum. But we want to, you know, it depends what you want to do. If you're looking to hodl, these are, you know, these supports, bounces are good buy spots. If you're looking to trade, they're also good buy spots, but walk your stop up. And then have an exit strategy and know where your take profits are and know where those previous pivot highs are, and then, you know, put your take profit a little bit below there, you know, and set alerts in case it breaks out as well. We just don't know. We got to take it day by day. But a great day in the markets, and, you know, I feel like, you know, we're probably going to have a rally for 2-3 days, but I also thought that last week, and we only got one day. It was one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down. So we'll just have to see, right? So I'm going to leave it there. Come on into the Discord. Free trade alerts for you, just, you know, for coming in and grow, learn, and engage with the community. My name is Chris. Welcome to the Wheelhouse.